What is going on in Pokemon? Let's talk about that. Hey guys and girls, PokeTinking here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about all the recent news, whether it's English or Japanese for Pokemon. Obviously, there's a lot to cover, so we'll try to get through this as quickly as we can. So, the first thing is, are we going to get another Team Rocket set? It feels like we might do. It'll be at least... We'll be getting at least something, right? It could be a mini set, a subset, or it could be an entire whole set. Obviously, we had Team Rocket and we had EX Team Rocket returns previously. We also had a theme deck, which was Ash versus Team Rocket deck that was Japanese exclusive, where you got a Pikachu card, a Mimikyu, GXs, and you also got other cards in there as well. That was an exclusive Japanese product. But are we going to get another Team Rocket set is what everyone's talking about. Obviously, in Japan, Pokemon trademark Gloria Team Rocket. You know, this could mean many things. Obviously, we don't know if it's going to be a full set, but we're all hoping, right? Speculation has started. People were talking about it. It's getting people worked up. Obviously, if this is a set, set is going to be potentially one of the best sets we've had in many, many years. The hype around a set like this is huge. People have been waiting for another Team Rocket or a gym set for so many years. And it honestly would be amazing to see. So I can't wait. And I really hope that this is a full set. I hope that we get Dark Pokemon back again. It would be nice. Maybe we get Gold Stars again. Maybe. Can you imagine they brought back Gold Star? Can you imagine they did the Torchic, Mudkip, and Trico Gold Stars again? There'll be a picture up here of them if you hadn't seen before. Some of the, hardest gold stars to get. Obviously, Team Rocket Returns is a fantastic set. It is one of the best sets, I think, made. Definitely one of the better EX era sets. And, it would be great to see Dark Pokemon return. Obviously, the next thing is what's been happening with Japanese Pokemon. We obviously talked about 151 before. We are getting another 151 restock this month. Prices are still relatively low. I don't think this will be the last time we get a 151 reprint. I actually think we'll get more, because these holiday sets, they generally do reprint for a couple of years, and they generally do it every 3 to 6 months. So I suspect we'll get at least one more 151 reprint after the ones that are coming this month. So 7-Eleven and Lawson have had it. Prices have stayed relatively low compared to the highs that we had previously. You can get boxes in the UK now for like £55, £60. We also have had announcements of reprints of Lost Abyss, Paradigm Trigger, and the Incandescent Arcana, which is the Lost Origins and the Silver Tempest sets equivalent in Japanese. Obviously, they're the last sets that were released, main sets, in Japanese. So it kind of makes sense. Those cards are still in rotation. Some people said they're doing it for players. Some people are doing it for collectors. Regardless, Pokemon said early on this year that they would continue to reprint and try to push out scalpers and these big, investors and sellers on the secondary market, which is stopping collectors and players accessing product. They said that they would do that, and it feels like, they are delivering to what they said they would do. So fair play, because in this kind of thing, very few times do companies say something and do the same thing. Often not, things change, it's complicated, right? We know that. But they are actually doing that now. Will we get more reprints in English? I don't know. I don't think so. We already had Lost Origins and Silver Tempest reprints. All the Sword and Shield sets have been reprinted, so I don't know if they would. Obviously, the recent box price surges could be enough for Pokemon to go, right, maybe one last reprint. I don't know if they would. If they're going to be now focusing on a Team Rocket set, we'll be getting more 151 English reprints at some point soon, because that seems to have dried up. I sold loads of Alakazam boxes recently. I only have 2 left, actually, which is on the shelf behind me. They just flew out. ETBs are hard to find, obviously, the booster bundles. The next set has already been up for pre-order, so I've placed my orders for that. That had to be placed early. So I think it had to be done before today, which is the is it Shrouded Fable. There'll be a picture up here. It's got the collection boxes that have Greninja and Kingdra EX, which look amazing, by the way. They look stunning. I'm very excited about those. I pre-ordered 6 cases of those. I originally pre-ordered 5 and I sold out like in 24 hours. Like pre-orders just went. But I ordered 6 cases now so I can keep a case back for myself. I think they'll be very hard to find on launch. I think the prices will go up a little bit because it's so popular. They're really, honestly, really good collection boxes. Obviously, this is a holiday set. The more that we're seeing from this set already looks amazing. Honestly, I think this is going to be an absolute banger of a set. People criticised Scarlet Violet early on. I feel like the criticism was very unwarranted. I feel like, again, it's the same process of sheep. People jumping on a bandwagon. I hate it, so I'm going to hate it too. All that boring stuff. The same people disliked Steam Siege. The same people disliked half the Sun and Moon era sets. Half the Swords and Shields era sets. But then they jumped on it when stuff was going up. So I don't generally listen to the mass opinions because most of it, I just don't agree with. Obviously, again, it's only opinion, right? But I do feel like a lot of it's unwarranted. So if we do a breakdown of the Scarlet Violet sets right now, so we've got Scarlet Violet base. I don't think it's the strongest set. I think for a base set, it's pretty solid. If you compare it to Sun and Moon base, Sword and Shield base, Black and White base, I think that it's better than those sets. Then we've got Paldea Evolved, which is a solid set. Really nice cards in there. Obviously, we've got the Magikarp there. We've got the Ino there. I think Paldea Evolved is also the Raichu, perhaps. Then we've got Obsidian Flames, which I don't think is a good set. You've just got Charizards, and bar that, there's only a couple of good cards. I think you've got the Cleffa, which is a good card, and the Ninetales, which are really nice. Them two are really nice in that set. Paradox Rift, you've got the Groudon that's doing really well. There's some really nice cards in that set. Then you move on to Temporal Forces. Solid set. Really good set. One of my favourite sets of recent times. And then now you've got Twilight Masquerade that's just come out. Again, a very nice set. I've opened a little bit of it myself. I really enjoyed it. I opened up the Snorlax Triple Blister and the Kingdra Single Blister. The Inferno opening the set is really nice. You've got the Greninja, which is really nice. I think it's a really nice set. And there's a lot of good playable stuff in there. So some values there in terms of like Eevee, which is quite rare in Pokemon. The Eevee generally isn't very good compared to other card games. But I think there's a couple of those Terra EXs that are really good. So interesting things are happening with Pokemon. We've also got the Chinese or simplified Chinese Pokemon Go set. Okay. The art's different. They've got their own unique arts. I'll try post some photos again. But some of these arts go hard. Like the Venusaur looks much better than our Venusaur. The Snorlax, I think, looks better. And so does the Radiant Eevee. The cards look nice. And they've got unique art, which is interesting. Because that's not usually the way that things are done. Usually they are just sets that are ported. But they've got them a bit later. Or they mix around the sets. But no, they've got unique art. So that's different. Simplified Chinese are getting some amazing cards out there. Honestly, there's never been a better time to collect Pokemon. There's just so much choice. There's so much variety. Obviously, buying Japanese is really good right now because the yen is very weak. The pound to the yen is very good. The dollar to the yen is very good. Box prices have started to have crashed. Singles have crashed. There's not a better time. I've been picking up some of these Crown Zenith cards that I've got on my desk here. The Japanese, so the V-Star Universe. I've just got like stacks of slabs here. So I've just been picking up like we've got the Art Man type there. We've got Radiant Charizard Japanese. These are all 10s. We've got the Darkrai. We've got the Zamazenta. We've got, what is it there? We've got the Zacian. What else? I picked up a load of Japanese. We've got the Arcanine, which is really nice. The Suicune, again, very nice card. Like, these cards are really nice. Where is it? The Glaceon, where are you? I've just got, like, stacks of slabs here that I need to sort. There we go. The Glaceon and the Leafeon, in English, the Crown Zenith, they've gone up now. We've also got Jack, I don't care about him. The Incandescent Arcana, the Braxton, and then obviously Eevee Heroes. And Eevee Heroes is another thing, because box prices, there'll be a graph up here, have started dropping for Eevee Heroes. People are bearish now in the Japanese sealed market. A lot of the collectors, a lot of the investors are going, right, they are reprinting everything. Now, what happens is, a lot of people think, oh, yeah, but if they're not going to reprint this set, why is Eevee Heroes dropping? The strength of the overall Japanese market and the faith and sentiment of the market is low right now. That's why everything comes down. That's the way it works. If the faith in what Pokemon are doing right now, in terms of, like, the investors, in terms of, you know, the people that are hoarding cases and cases, like, tons of cases, they're going, right, they're either going to go, right, perfect opportunity to buy, which is generally the way I see things, or they're going to go, right, maybe I need to revisit and look at something else, because if these box prices are dropping, they're going to keep reprinting stuff. Is my money safe? And that's a lot of the conversation that people are having with each other, you know, whether they're thinking themselves, going, right, should I really be putting money into these things when they might be going down? Look, I've been buying Japanese boxes. I've been buying loads of boxes, like a lot. There's some on my shelf. There's like boxes stacked up to the side of me to there. I've been buying lots because I think it's a great time. A lot of these boxes are really good. You get them at retail, but why would you buy, like, these new sets come out? Why would you buy this box at 5,400 yen on release when you know full well it's probably going to drop to 4,000 yen and it's going to get a reprint in a year? There's no rush to get these things. Like, it's nice to open a box on release, but you know it's going to get reprinted again. So I wouldn't be rushing. Like, maybe get a couple of boxes to open, and maybe a couple to get. But you don't. There's not like you don't have to. There's no rush now. The FOMO has gone. The FOMO has fucking left the building. You know, and now it's the time to, you know, actually enjoy it. Because, like, fuck me, like, I collected Japanese for so many years, and I felt like I was pushed out my own hobby. Now, as somebody who puts a lot of money into the hobby, I was pushed out. I understand how so many people felt that were trying to master sets, and they were like, you know what? I can't afford to master set when I'm paying 150 quid a box. It was ridiculous. And now you can buy boxes for retail for about £28. It's great. People were happy. So yeah, that's kind of like what's been happening with Pokemon. It's just an exciting time. Like, the Team Rocket set looks great. Obviously, the Shrouded Fable set looks amazing, which is going to be our next holiday set. We've still got a Dragon set coming along as well. Are we going to get SARs, like, of the, you know, Dragonite line, Flygon, Salamence? Oh, it's going to be great. I really am excited to see what happens. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on English Pokemon, Japanese Pokemon, the upcoming things, Team Rocket, everything that's happening with Pokemon, because it's an exciting time to be involved in the hobby. Hit those links in the description below, and have a great day.